Forgive myself for believing I have to hold on to anger with my parents because they're making me parent when I don't want to parent. I forgive myself for believing this anger when I have a job that isn't my job will always be this way in my life. I forgive myself for believing I have to be resentful towards my parents because they get to do what they want while I have to do their job of parenting. I forgive myself for believing I have to be reminded of the resentment I had towards my parent when I'm parenting my own children. I forgive myself for believing this resentment when I have to parent will always be this way. I forgive myself for believing my parents have to change and do their job of parenting before I can let go and feel more secure and confident and happy as a parent myself. I forgive myself for believing because I had to parent as a child, I don't know how to parent right now. I forgive myself when I don't want to parent and it's my job. I forgive my parents for not wanting to parent when it was their job and I had to do it. I forgive myself for believing I'm a bad parent because I was when I was a kid. I forgive myself for holding on to resentment of parenting, even when I choose to be a parent. I forgive myself for blaming my parents for their resentment, or for the resentment I had when they were doing their job. I forgive myself for holding on to resentment as a parent. I forgive my parents for hurting my feelings when they weren't doing their jobs. I forgive my siblings for hurting my feelings when they weren't doing their jobs. I forgive myself for believing I have to hold on to resentment towards my siblings who I have to parent. I forgive my siblings for hurting my feelings when they didn't do what I wanted. I give my parents permission to forgive me when I blame them for the resentment I feel. I give my siblings permission to forgive me when I blame them for the resentment I feel. I forgive myself for when I hurt others with my resentment from having this job I shouldn't have had when I was a child. I love and accept myself even when I'm afraid this resentment won't go away unless everyone just does what I want. I forgive myself for believing that parenting is just making people do what you want. I love and accept myself even when I'm afraid I'm going to hurt someone I love or make a mistake as a parent. I give my kids permission to feel worthy and happy even when I have a bad parenting day or a bad parenting moment. I give my kids permission to know that they're loved and that they can be good or bad and they're still loved. I give my kids permission to feel secure and confident growing and being themselves no matter what. Without this resentment from when I was a child, I am free to have more peace and calm and clarity in my parenting and in my skills and knowing what's good and knowing how to give these little guys the space to be themselves and grow and be the best they can be and heal when things are rough.